Okay, another place to come back to during the day is this corner. Look at that building over there. You see what's called, I think, a bas-relief or frieze along the second story. Seen those? That's the Congregational Library. That building was built by the Congregational Church to be like their headquarters. Anyone know who the Congregational Church is? The Congregationalists were the Puritans and also the Pilgrims, a distinction we'll get into. These are the folks who came to Massachusetts beginning in the 1620s. And the scenes up here show the signing of the Mayflower Compact, John Eliot preaching to the Indians, other important 17th century moments. The Mayflower Compact is when the Pilgrims agreed they would govern themselves. And inside the Congregational Library has the records of the Congregational Church as well as records of churches throughout Massachusetts. So you have great stories about what's happening in the churches. You may think the church records will just be accounts of people praying a lot, but they prayed a lot because they knew how sinful people were. And the church records contain lots of records of sin. I know no one here goes in for reading salacious gossip about people who were long dead and the kinds of things they did. But if you did, you would go to the Congregational Library to read the church records, because in order to become a church member, you had to confess to all of the things you had done. And if you somehow ran afoul of church law, you say committed adultery or did other things, I'm just trying to think of other examples, you would have to confess and write this out. So that's where you'll find all that stuff, in the Congregational Library. Okay? They also have a good exhibit right now about Congregationalists in the beginning of the Revolution.